And action.
What's the line?
Early on, when I was first developing this story, I knew the Jedi was going to have to be captured at one point. And I thought instead of it just being a contingent of stormtroopers, which would have been interesting in its own way, wouldn't it be really cool if we had it be a bounty hunter instead, just to give it that extra little secret sauce of Star Wars? Because like all Star Wars fans, I have always loved the world of bounty hunters in Star Wars. I think it's one of the things that makes Star Wars unique. The more characters and interesting imagery you can add, the bigger your movie will seem. And as my brother likes to say, we try to make little big movies, which is to say, it may be a small production, but we want it to feel as big as it can feel. Because at the end of the day, we just want our viewers to be satisfied with what they've seen and feel like they've gotten a good story. DeDongo, yes, he's a bit of a punk. Being in that costume made for a very interesting day of shooting, because I play DeDongo in the movie. I was directing a whole day of shooting while in that costume. My solace was, at least we're not in Tunisia. That's what I kept saying. That was kind of like our running joke that day. We kept saying it to each other. At least we're not in Tunisia. And then I will hopefully, if I can see where I'm going, I've gotten up to here. I couldn't see where I was going at all. I was running into things. My lenses were all fogged up and I couldn't see where I was going, so I had this one shot in my head that I really wanted of me stepping up this hill and kind of planting my foot down like, okay, I've arrived, almost kind of like Indiana Jones style while I look around in the forest to kind of try to get my bearings and see where we're going. And no matter how many times I tried it, I couldn't find the stupid log I wanted to put my foot up on.
I missed the log.
Okay. Try that again. And I think I found it like one time, and then I lost my balance because it was so hot. The funniest thing about it is that particular shot that I was wasting so much time and effort trying to get right, it didn't even end up making the final cut of the sequence when it was all said and done, because just how the pacing of the shots worked out, I needed to cut to someone else for a line of dialogue when I was stepping up to do that shot. So it was all for nothing anyway, and I didn't even have to do it. So now initially we were only going to have one bounty hunter in the film. I released that little old school Kenner style bio card on Bonducalia, and there was such a positive response from all of you guys saying, I can't wait to see him in action. I realized I didn't give him enough to do in the original screenplay. So we added to his part, we gave him a little bit more action, we expanded his role a little bit in the film. It's still small because, you know, this is Vader's show, but we gave him a little bit more to do, and because we really want to make you guys happy with this fan film. One of the many things I'm excited about, just on a nerd level, that I hope Star Wars fans will really appreciate is the fact that our Rhodian bounty hunter DeDongo speaks real Huttese whenever possible. My parents got me the Star Wars Galactic Phrasebook and Travel Guide by Ben Burt for Christmas one year, and inside he has a list of Huttese words. He has Ewok, Jawa, Bachi, there's Wookiee in here as well, and it's by no means an exhaustive dictionary. I can't say anything I want in Huttese, but what I did was I wrote down the dialogue I wanted him to say. And then I researched through this book to find out how many words of that original phrase were in here. And if a word wasn't there, I tried to find another word that conveyed the same thought. And if it wasn't in Huttese, I would also look to Bocce as well. So you might be thinking like, Arodian, do you speak Bocce? Of course he can, sir. It's like a second language to him. So what I ended up doing was he speaks a mixture of Bocce and Huttese with a little bit of gibberish I came up with to sort of bind his dialogue together. And the end result is a pretty authentic Star Wars alien gibberish. It was a lot of fun going back and recording DeDongo's dialogue for this movie. And we really hope that you guys enjoy the character, but also enjoy the care and concern that's going into this to try to make this fan film as authentic as it can be.
Try it again. I don't even know if was I even pointing it at you? Yeah. Okay. Camera's there.
Yep. We're rolling. Action.